Hey guys, it's Savana Nicole and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I wanted to do some girl talk. So I gathered some questions that people have asked, not me, because I'm still a nobody YouTuber, but I've gathered some questions from somebody else's video, so. And I'm going to do a face mask because it has been hot as flip the past week. And I got burnt on the tippy top of my head, so I'm not trying to do my makeup today. So let's get into it. So the first question is, are thongs uncomfy? I think they can be, yeah, for sure, no lie. I'm gonna look really funny for a second. Yeah, they can be super uncomfortable. Me personally, I go through spits, I don't know, where sometimes they're the most comfortable thing ever in the world, and sometimes they are the worst idea. Like, even the thought of them is like, why? You know? But sometimes I can wear them all day, no problem, and sometimes even having them on for 5 minutes is a big problem. So definitely, I think that's a lot of people's experience too. The spurts, that's the word, of yes and no for thongs. I don't think most people have a yes every day thong, but I could be wrong. You never know. Is it normal that sex seems weird to me? No, I don't. I mean, yes, it is normal. I don't know why I said no. I don't think it's weird at all. What am I saying? Is it normal sex seems weird to me? I don't think it's weird that sex seems weird to you. That's what I'm trying to say. Words, English, not my strong suit. Especially if you grew up in a household where sex is like a big deal. If you grew up like my aunt, my great aunt, really, she was like the joke of our family because she was the sloot of our family, you know, like in everybody's mind. So when people told stories, it was like, you should not be like her because she gets around, kind of thing. But sex is normal. If it scares you, it scares you. If you're scared for your first time, it's okay. A lot of people are. I think once you get it over with, the first time you're like, okay, that wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be, you know? And if you've had sex and you don't really love it, that's okay too. You don't have to like sex. It's okay not to want to have sex. I know people don't really normalize that, but it is. It's perfectly normal to not want anything to do with that. When do you know when it's time to walk away for good, for relationships and friends? I think when you're constantly going back and forth, is this person really like my friend? Is this person really good for me? It's probably time. If you have to, I know when you remember all the good, you don't want to remember all the bad, but that's the thing. They go hand in hand. And if the bad outweighs the good, then why are you around, you know? Me personally, when I know it's time is when I get bored of conversations with this person and I don't want to run to this person for advice, or when I'm super excited, I'm not like, oh my god, I have to text so-and-so, oh my god, I have to do this. You know, if they're not a person on your mind when you want to celebrate something, they don't deserve to be in your life. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Kinda. I personally kinda believe this. I don't know that it's necessarily true, but if you cheat once, there is a likelihood you'll cheat again. you know? Is it possible to only cheat once and it was a total big mistake and you learned your lesson and you'll never do it again? Yes, 100%, there is a chance. But I think if you cheat on someone, if you're cheated on, right, you're never going to trust that person again. So it doesn't matter if they never cheat again, if they never even look at someone ever again. You're never going to trust them, and therefore in your mind they will always have that like little cheater instinct. So that you can't move past it. If they cheat on you once and you can't move past it, then there's no reason you should be together. How to get over toxic relationships without missing the person. I think missing the person is normal, and even to this day I still think of my one ex that was horrible to me. Like, they still cross my mind and I'm like, oh, well, if only I did this differently. No, you just have to remember, no, they were a bad person to me, and I can fantasize about all the good I want, but I can't reach out. I can't let them come back in. So you have to block them, delete them on everything, because even seeing their picture is going to bring up the good memories, or, you know, so you really need to just delete all the photos of them, or put a smiley face over them if you truly like your picture with them. Crop yourself out. Crop them out, put you in, and every last little bit of them, if it's going to remind you of them, then delete it. No lie, delete it. How would you handle a pregnancy scare? How would I personally handle it, or how should you handle it? I think personally, you have to have a conversation with yourself. What am I going to do if I am? Am I going to be upset if I'm not? Right? Have that conversation, realize your own feelings, and then you talk to the person, your partner, right? Or the person who could have, and then you're like, hey, this is how I'm feeling. How do you feel if I am? Will you be upset if I'm not? Kind of thing. And you have that conversation, and then when you find out, you know for sure. And if you don't want to tell that person, that's okay. If your feelings overweigh the need to tell them, that's fine. I think I personally would always be like, hey, this is how I'm feeling. I feel like I am pregnant. How do you feel about that? Because this is how I feel. I think it just needs to be a conversation. Period sex ? I think if you're into it, you're into it. I don't know. I know that your hormones are extra when you're on your period, so I totally understand it. I don't know that it's as enjoyable as it sounds. When getting ready, do you do your hair or your makeup first? Technically, I do my hair first because I shower and then brush my hair. I have to, or it gets all knotty. But if I'm doing something to my hair, like I'm doing a bun, or not even just a bun, a braid or something extra, I do it after my makeup. But my hair gets brushed first, and then I usually just wear my hair down and brushed out. But if I'm doing anything more, then I put my hair back and I do my makeup and then I fix my hair. So hope that answered that question. How do you handle catty girls? I don't really know the definition of catty, honestly. I'm kind of a high school dropout. But just gossipy girls, or girls who think you just ignore them. You can make fun of them to yourself, but I don't think you should make fun of them out loud. Like, you can be like, wow, that's hilarious that they did that, in your head, okay? But it's like, if you want to be better than them, you just have to ignore them, as shitty as that may sound, Odors down there, how do I deal? Well, wash. maybe you're using the wrong type of wash. Maybe you're using too much of something. I don't know. Maybe you're not fully wiping when you pee. I don't know. There's like a million different reasons. You could have a yeast infection. So definitely like get that checked out if you think that could be a possibility. Change your underwear. Sometimes a different material will help. Or even too tight of underwear or even like pants could affect that. I'm starting to tighten up. Oops. So there's a lot of different things. I would Google it. That would be the best advice. Google it. This is how I feel. This is how I smell. Hell, you know? I don't know. There's a million different reasons why that could happen. So I don't really know because I kind of keep mine in chip shop shape. Also, partners. Your partner could be giving you the ick. Your body knows if your partner is not for you, okay? So if it's telling you, listen. Has your period changed since you've gotten it? Mine has, but my friends haven't. Mine likes to take other people's cycle, so like that definitely has changed. I'm the weak vagina in the group. If we're all hanging out, whoever's got the strong one, mine's coming for you. It's your follower. So that definitely has changed. There's no like set date anymore. There used to be. Sorry, I'm getting pilly. I think it's totally normal either way. I know for sure my mom's changed when she had kids. My sister's has changed drastically. Mine really hasn't, I don't think. Mine's always been like 7 days. The bad ones are like a day or two in, and then I get like a couple days of bad, and then I get good. But mine has always been like a full week. But it's totally normal to change. Literally, I don't even know how I was gonna finish this sentence. Okay, last question. How do you deal with comparison on social media? If you find yourself comparing yourself to someone specifically a lot, whoa, I wasn't expecting it to be this long one, then you should probably unfollow them. Like, no lie, you should probably unfollow them. And if you aren't following them and you find yourself still going to their page often, maybe even like mute that page or something. I think you can do that. But you have to remember that everything on social media is fake. Literally everyone changes. You either suck in too much for a picture, or you Photoshop it, or something or other. Like, there's always something. And it may seem totally real because all their pictures look like that, but if you had ever met them in real life, maybe they're not exactly that picture perfect to say. And, you know, maybe even just take a social media break. If it's really a problem and it's not going away, just have like a week without your phone, or not without your phone because you kind of need it in day-to-day life really, but without going on social media. And I know that's really difficult, but even just like a day or a couple hours with just not checking social media can help you mentally so much. Because me personally, I sometimes just adjust my photos slightly. I don't really Photoshop, but like even the lighting or the sky in a picture would be like, make it just picture perfect, you know? Everybody does it, so you can't really be like, oh my god. I know there's filters and stuff, but other people like add the saturation and the color and the highlights, or they put a filter over themselves on Snapchat and post that because they're insecure. And you know, that's the worst part of social media, is that you feel like you have to be perfect, and the truth is you don't. You're perfect the way you are. There is no set standard. There's no, this picture right here is perfection and I have to be that. So it's really just like coming to terms with yourself, you know? So I hope that answered your question. I'm gonna finish peeling this off and be right back. But that is it for today's video. If you have any questions, please leave them below, and maybe in the future I will get to a part 2 and just have a chit chat with you guys every once in a while. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed, please give this video a thumbs up. If you like this video or like videos like this, I suggest subscribing. Usually I bring some crazy stories to you guys every Monday while I do my makeup, but I'm glad we had a chance to chat. Am I like burnt? Do I look red? I look so red. Why is my neck so pale? Anyways, yeah, I'm so glad we had this talk. Please subscribe if you enjoyed me. And yeah, I don't know, I kind of lost my train of thought when I realized how red my shoulders looked. So, love you guys, and I will see you next time with a new video. Bye!